So hello guys, we are debating on government sector versus private sector. Thankfully, I am supporting government sector. So as we know that government sector is very useful for us, and there are many people like government sector. And first I talk about school. So as we know that there are many schools in government, and government school is very useful for every student, and every student like government school because in government school no fees charge up to 8th class. So in private schools, there are fees. If we talk about fees of private schools, so many of schools are those which is in which fees is very high. But many of private schools are those in which fees are very low. And if we talk about government school, in government school there are students are not focused on their studies, but that government sector are not good. But government sector are good because government provide midday meal and books and etc. And but this time many government schools teachers and focus on students. So government school are good, and private school are good, but fees very high and very. I don't agree with your point because you tell that in government sector, in government school, government provide midday meal and books to student to in free way. But in private sector, they take too much charges. But nowadays, it is not going on in every private sector. I don't agree with your point because in this time, government school students are very educated, and as we know that private schools take high fees from student, and that's why there are many middle class family and poor family don't can't afford private school, but the middle class family and poor family easily afford government schools. That's why there are many students like government schools, and in government school teachers are well educated, and in private school teacher are not well educated, and as we know that in private schools there are many if private school do anything, so first of all they say to student we take money from you. I don't agree with your point because you tell that in private school take too much fees to student. But nowadays, if you know that they take low budget fees from student, and why the parents why the parents want that their children learn any bad thing from government school. It is better than to read their children in private school in high budget. So private school is better than government school. For your kind information, in government school there are many teachers, like they teach there are many things like how to behave our elders, and there are many things teacher teach, and our parents also teach what our manners and what do in home and in schools, and there are many things. But there are many students don't focus on their studies, so it is not problem. It is problem for government. I don't agree with your point because you said that in private schools teachers are not well educated. But in my point of view, teachers are very well educated in private schools according to government schools. If we talk about government schools teachers, so teachers are not teaches to students how to behave with elders and how to behave with the youngers. So and if we talk about girls of government school, due to when school is over, so girls are abused to their elders and youngers also, and girls are abused to their many of some of girls abused to their friends also. So this is not good. But if we talk about private school, there is a private schools, students have manner how to talk with elders and how to talk with youngers. Now I'm telling about government hospitals. So I'm telling about government hospital. So hospital are good because poor people afford government hospital, and government provide free treatment for poor people, and
Private hospitals not afford poor people, so government hospital. I don't agree with your point because if you see that nowadays in government hospital, doctor don't treat the patient like as well, and sometimes they also abused to patient. So in and this is not going on in private hospital. So private hospital is better than government hospital.
Government hospital is better than private hospital because you should see that corona time in many patient are oxygen need oxygens, so government is provide oxygens free and private hospital in many time go patients, and patients are not afford money because private hospital in price is very high, and they are not save and life. So this is my opinion. In corona period, government hospital are not available bed, and private hospital are available bed, and new building available. Many many building construction in private hospital. No, and government hospital are not available ventilator, and private hospitals are available ventilator. Private sectors
I don't agree with the point because in Corona period you say that in private hospital there are many beds but in government hospital there are no beds. Because of that in hospital because private hospital take fees from people, and government hospital don't take fee from people because government provide free of cost treatment, and then they provide also oxygen gas. But in private hospital there are no people can't afford private hospital, so I think that government hospital is good, better than private hospital.
How can you say like that? You in private hospital there are no beds, no ventilator is available in corona time. If for your kind information, due to government hospital, many people are dead in corona time because in government hospital they treat a patient as like an animal. So in this situation, private hospital is better than government hospital. How can you say government hospital not good? But government hospital good because government provide oxygen mask in corona period, and but poor people not afford private oxygen, so private. Now I want to tell you about private jobs. There are many jobs in private sector, but not in government sector. In government sector there are limited job, and if we want to do any job, so we can easily go with private sector. In my point of view, private sector is better than government sector.
How can you say that there are many jobs in private sector? I don't agree with your point because in this time there are many jobs in government sector, and there are many people like filled government jobs because in this time there are many people like government jobs, and few people like private jobs because in this time there are many fields in government school. If any people want to do anything in their life, so first of all they choose government jobs. So I think that government jobs is better than private job.
How can you say that in private job there are low budget of salary in private job? If you know that nowadays in government job there are so many competitive exam, then we get a government job, and in competitive exam there are so many race in between the peoples, and due to this so many peoples are dead. And if we talk about before some months there are NEET exam is late, due to that so many peoples and students are dead.
It was a debate between government sector and private sector, and as we know that both team have their good points, and as we know that government sector and private sector have their own thing merits and demerits. Please post your comment in comment box which sector is good, government sector and private sector. Thank you. If you want to learn English, so please subscribe our channel and like comment also. Thank you.